Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk all about what changed in Fortnite's 11.50 update. If you were unaware, there was a new update released for Fortnite today, and this update mainly addressed two things. The launchpad was unvaulted, which was an amazing change, and the engine was changed to the new Chaos engine. And many players thought that when the engine change happened, the game would be drastically different and destruction would be very prevalent, because of a video that was shown to kind of showcase the engine, not in relation to Fortnite, but this was like a separate video that Epic showed to show what the engine was capable of, mainly I think to advertise it to game developers. And many Fortnite players took this information, ran with it, and thought that destruction would be rampant in Fortnite, but that's just not the case. Fortnite still feels the same, and there really wasn't much change with this update. It's possible that this is like a very vanilla version of what they plan on doing in the future, and that for now they just wanted Fortnite to still feel like Fortnite. But I personally wouldn't expect any drastic changes in terms of destruction in the future. Maybe some destructive events with the map, maybe, like you could see in Battlefield, how the map would evolve over time. I could see that happening, but I don't think they're going to implement wide-scale destruction through player builds like many people thought they would. The launchpad being back is a great change. This season has lacked a lot of mobility, and I think a lot of people will be happy to see it return. I personally am very happy to see the launchpad back. It's kind of odd, though, that they bring it back after not bringing it back. I kind of defended them not bringing the launchpad back recently, saying that like this season went on much longer than they anticipated, and they likely have some new mobility planned for season 2, and that's why they haven't brought the launchpad back. But it doesn't really seem like that was the case. They brought it back. My whole thing is I'm happy to have it back now, but if they were going to bring it back towards the end of the season anyways, why not just bring it back earlier? Why even remove it in the first place? We could have had like solid mobility this entire season. Maybe they just wanted to get data on what the game would be like without mobility or whatever, and then eventually came to the conclusion that mobility is needed. But I personally don't really understand the removal of the launchpad and the keeping it out of the game for so long if they were just going to bring it back in the first place. I thought that new mobility would be coming in season 2, and then that's why we hadn't had the launchpad back, just because this season went on so much longer than what they anticipated. So not too many changes with this update. That was the main two. The game still feels very, very, very similar. I've played it. I honestly don't even really notice much of a change. There's some bugs with phasing, and that's the main point of the game right now, is just to fix bugs with the engine before the next season. But Fortnite still feels like Fortnite. If you were expecting something drastically different, I really don't know why that would be the case. It doesn't really make sense to me. Fortnite's Fortnite. If you enjoy Fortnite, then play Fortnite. If you don't enjoy Fortnite, you should probably play something else. But don't sit around complaining, hoping that Fortnite becomes some drastically different game in the future. It just doesn't really make sense. I don't really get it. I think that a lot of people just didn't adapt over time and put zero effort into improving in the game. And if you put in zero effort into improving, you're not going to get better. Regardless if they change the game drastically, if you don't put in the effort in creative, you don't practice, you don't watch your games back and try to figure out what you're doing wrong. If you don't do any of those things, you're not going to get better. Regardless if they reset the game and make it something completely different, the people who put the time in and practice will get better again. So that's the main point for this video. I hope you guys found it informative. If you did, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you would like to see more. Also, I'm going to let this gameplay play out. This was a really good game that I recently got on stream, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching. For L2 is so nice. Like any awkward fight, playing on Legacy and being able to ADS spam is like so OP. Kids are so weird. You could tell he wanted to just walk forward with his tack and grief me too. I would be so tilted if I was a mouse and keyboard player, had to deal with aim assist. Because I get tilted dealing with legacy players. Or someone I suspect is on legacy. Like... Why is it harder to ADS spam on linear over legacy? Because it just doesn't work. Watch, next time we're in a lobby, I'll show you. But like the new settings don't have the snap feature at all. Like it just zooms in where you zoom in. On legacy, if you're close to the target when you aim in, it automatically drags you to like aim on them. Please have mats for me, sir. That's like the bad thing about retakes. You mess it up, you just end up wasting so much material. And then not even having high ground. I don't know why you kids are playing Edge in a pub. It goes center every time. I took the floppers in case it went to this because I can win heal off if these idiots want to do that, which they probably do. See if that guy's going to snipe him. He's trying to snipe me still. How'd that work out for you, bro? Let's go. That was the last guy? He killed the other one in the storm? That's rough. What is that, 14? Let's get some GGs in the chat. Easy win eventually. No, what's with these lobbies today, bro?